Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Scale Riders video. This here I am showcasing my Nissan 370z Wagon. This body here is a resin body made by ZoomOn Detail Parts. I got this a while back when this came out, and you know, it took a while to kind of get it to this point right here. This is a model that I started working on, had a lot of ideas for it, and I kind of tucked it away, kind of like how you see this one up here, just kind of chilling out. That'll be a future video on that one there. And I tend to always put my models there whenever I'm currently working on something on the bench, and this one's like just chilling, waiting for me to complete. And so this one here, I started working it, and just recently I ended up painting it and clear coating it. As far as the paint, it's also House of Color paint. I used Blueberry Pearl on the body over a jet black House of Color paint. Followed after I put the blueberry, I ended up shooting the whole car with green candy over it. They gave it this type of like sheen color, because with just the blueberry itself, it did not look like this. It looked very different, and you could kind of get like this like a green vibe. In person you could see it more as opposed to like in the video. I'm trying to get its best under this light here in the bench. But this build is a current one, and the reason why I wanted to shoot this video is because it's not done, and I just did the first clear coat session on this car. I use House of Color Show Clear, which is a US 01, and through this process of clear coating, not all the times it's going to be a perfect. Right now it looks very shiny and clean, but as you get close to it, you start to see blemishes in the clear. So I wanted to show this step just because I know all of us clear coat our models, and that's part of the struggle. And I know that for some people, when they see these blemishes, they could get really angry about it, and it might even make them want to start all over. And I just want to show you that no matter what level you are or whatever experience you have, you're always going to run into something, and it's just about figuring out how to find the solution to get to the next step. So in this part here, I'm going to try to get some angles so you can kind of see the orange peel. And as you could look right there closely at the hood, you start to see some orange peel right there. And there's a piece of debris. I might not be able to get it. Let me see if I could hover over it. That's on the hood too, on the top portion. Let me see here. Let me get this tool right here. So it's like right in this area right here. There's a piece of debris that like fell in there as I was shooting the clear. And also right on the roof, as you can see, there's this portion right there as well. So for situations like this, it's not that difficult to correct. I mean, all I gotta do is pretty much wet sand this car right here. As far as the wet sanding pads, I'll show you what is it that I use. I tend to go for the GodHand sponges, and they come in different grits. Here, I'm gonna line these up down here. So a lot of these start from like 2,000, 4,000, 6, 8, all the way to 10,000. And that's a 10 millimeter sponge. There's also other sizes like these down here that I'm just gonna be placing. There's also like 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter size sponges, and you could also cut those. I tend to bend them or just leave them like that, flat, with my fingers holding it. For these square ones, I just hold the edges there. So they're very fine grits that you can use right there on this here. So just wet sanding it, basically cutting down. It's a cut and buff of all those areas there. I do plan to shoot another coat of clear on this car. So once I dull the whole body, by sanding, wet sanding, and getting it nice and dull, eating up some of that orange peel right there and getting it nice and smooth, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot another coat of clear, and this second session of clear will be called the flow coat. From the flow coat, you have to reduce it a little more, and this way when you spray the next session of clear, it levels everything out on the build, well, the layout of the clear. As far as the wheels, I mean, these are the wheels that the kit came with. It also came with photo etch disc brakes as well, so I got those already installed. The calipers are red, so I'm going with the red interior there. There's also going to be red carpet for the interior as well. I did I scratch built the roll cage, which is right there, and those are the seats that I'll be using on this kit here. This is the box for this this ZoomOn kit here. So it's the 370z Wagon. I mean, it looks more like a hatchback, you know, but you know, it's considered a wagon. And over here you see the photo, the PE that you get right there, and these are all the other parts, and some waterside decals as well. Down here in this corner, they attach a photo of the recommended kit to use for this piece to fit, and that's the donor, which I did use for this build, so it's right over here. So if you guys are planning on in the future, you know, building this car, there's an option. That's the original right there. And if you notice, look at the back, how you got the little wing right there, and you know, it does give it more of a hatch, shape, but it is considered a wagon. That's what they're considering it. You know, a lot of people are thrown off when they see this car, and I like building different things, or things that you don't really get to see at the tables at model shows. These are the ones that get me excited, and at the same time, I want to bring inspiration for people to want to build different things as well. But this kit is out there. It's out in the market. It's really interesting kit. I'm gonna keep the wheels black on this, and then as far as the waterside decals, I am gonna end up putting them on all the tires. Originally I did have them on all, but from handling the car so many times, I ended up tearing off the water slide decal. Here, I'll show you. Let me rotate this over here. You can see down at the bottom there, I've already torn that down. I have extras, so I'm not really too concerned. So once I get to the final stage, I'll correct that there. And but it's coming together. At this point, I just gotta take care of the clear. I gotta sand it smooth and do the flow coat. Once I get done with the flow coat, then I could continue on and polish the model as well. There's not too many areas where the trim needs to be placed around the windows in black. The front window at the top, definitely right there. I'm gonna be using the Hasegawa flat black. They have this like sheet that you could cut out and you can layer, so most likely I'm gonna be using that piece for there. They also do the chrome mirror finish, but I'm gonna be using the black one for this. Very similar material right there. It's just a different sheen. And so as you can see, all the different angles on this car right here. I hope you guys enjoying these videos. I'm gonna keep doing more with my builds. There's a lot of stuff coming down in the pipeline. I've just been trying to stay as active as possible, building these models here and having a lot of fun. There's still more assembly that needs to be done to this car. It's not done at all, but I just wanted to point out the clear coat because maybe the next video next time you guys see this car, it's already going to be done, but I wanted you guys to see this raw process right here of how it looks. I might even do another clip. You guys let me know if you guys would like for me to do a video on seeing how I wet sand this car, so this way you guys can see how I go about taking care of this in case you guys run into the same problem here, by clear coating your car, whether you're using 2K clear or even some Tamiya clear, gloss clear as well. So this car has about 3 layers of clear. First, the tack coat. I let that flash for 10 minutes. Then I hit it with the wet coat. I let that one flash out for 15 minutes. And then I came around with the final third coat, which was like super heavy. And once I got that one done, then, you know, I let the car sit for 24 hours for it to cure. And, you know, this was the result right here. You know, but this is just the beginning. I mean, I just got to do the wet sanding and then to finalize it with just doing another flow coat of clear, and it will be complete. So I'll leave this right here. And so I got a little bit more work cut out for me with this build right here. And, you know, future video, you're going to be seeing this AE86 Pandem wide body kit right there. So hope you guys are good. Thanks for tuning in and watching these videos. Hope you guys enjoy. Take care. Keep on building. Peace out.